Everybody, thanks for being with us today. Christian rap artist Anike has an extensive resume, from being the first female to tour with icons like Lecrae and the first female artist signed to Reach Records. She's no stranger to setting records.
Well, her music has a unique blend of hip-hop, R&B, and pop that landed her on the playlists of Michelle Obama and Kirk Franklin and many, many others. Recently, I sat down with Anike to talk to her about her career and how her obedience led her to where she is now. Anike, thank you so much for being with me today. I'm so excited to chat with you.
Yeah, I'm so glad to be here today.
Okay, well, first I gotta say congratulations because you are pregnant.
Baby on the way.
Yes. Tell me about your song Ultrasound.
Yes.
So what was the heart behind all that?
Yes, so shout out to my husband. We were talking about like how would we announce the pregnancy. He was like, oh, ultrasound. There's a bar in there. Okay, ultrasound. Ultrasound.
Oh,
yeah.
I like that.
And then I was like, hey, this is a good idea, husband. This is a good idea.
Yeah, world in his hands, the Father chose you. Yeah, he know every strand, know every gland. I ain't talking bands.
It's been a beautiful gift to just even encourage women as well, just to lean on the Lord and know that his plans are always the best plans, and just to enjoy the new season that you're in.
Your birth, I'm talking in the womb. He was about the tomb, so all the weapons.
So a lot of people know you as Wande, but you recently changed it to
Anike.
Anike, yeah. Can you talk about that?
So I felt like the Lord told me to change my name, which actually came from a season of slowing down. Wande is short for Yay Wande. And in Nigerian culture, they name you like sentences, prophecies. Yay means the mother, Wa means of ours, and De means has arrived. Okay. So when you put it together, our mother has arrived, but the true meaning is reincarnation. So they believe like you're a reincarnation of your grandmother or your mother. The Lord just challenged me of like, hey, I really want you to change your name and like just kind of remove that from your story. I've changed my name, and so it's hyphened with Ireoluwa Anike, but I just go by Anike for short. Yeah. And so Ireoluwa Anike means the goodness of God, and then we have something to care for and cherish. My parents were really supportive, so they call me, you know, by Anike, which it's hard for them sometimes. They revert back, but but at the same time, like they really try to intentionally call me by the new name.
You were born in Nigeria, but then you came to the States. Can you just tell me, like, how did you grow up?
I'm the youngest, so after I was born, ironically, my mom was gonna leave me in Nigeria, which is interesting now. I can kind of see the thought process having a child, like, I'm starting my whole life over in another country with a baby, like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. So my grandma was gonna raise me, but God said no. And so, like, the U.S. Embassy was like, oh, actually, we'll only approve you if you bring the baby. And so, yeah, it was like, oh, your golden ticket. We all came over to the United States whenever I was like a baby. And yeah, so I grew up with the American experience. I was allowed to go to church with my mom. So she's a Christian, but my father's not. So I had a Nigerian church experience.
How was that growing up with like a Christian mom and a Muslim dad? I mean, when did you become a Christian?
I feel like I didn't understand the implications of faith as a young child. So at first I was like, oh yeah, it's cool. Like, yeah, I can go to the mosque or I can go to the church. The Lord actually used music to begin to convict my heart. I began to feel like the conviction of the Holy Spirit and say like, you know what, like, let me start with this music. I feel like this music is an honor to God. We've been learning these things at church and stuff, and I really want to like commit my life to him. So I literally started looking up Christian remix to like popular songs on YouTube. And I actually found real Christian rappers. So I found Lecrae on the internet. And it really inspired me to like really submit my faith unto God and really like be a follower or disciple of Jesus versus just saying I'm Christian and living any type of way. And it worked out because my church went to a summer camp. During the week, the Lord captured my heart, discipled me. I got saved probably on like day 3. And yeah, man, I was just like on fire for Jesus ever since.
Okay, I'm going somewhere farther than I can imagine. Living proof that when you got faith, anything can happen.
When did you even know that you could rap? Like, how did that happen?
I had a biology class, and my teacher's like, you can choose a rapping option. And who knew that day would change my life? I showed my friends before it was time to present, and they were like, wait, you're really good at this. Like, you could actually be a rapper. Wow. And it just started getting me a lot of attention, and then I was like, oh, perfect because I already got saved a couple of years before. And I was like, since I have someone's attention, you're going to hear about Jesus for the next 30 seconds.
Hey, yeah.
That basically started my rap journey of like freestyle circles, evangelism.
I love that.
God just told me to keep going.
How did you get connected to Reach Records specifically?
They had an internship program, actually. I applied and I actually got accepted my junior year. And so that's how I got connected initially. I ended up getting hired on staff after graduating. I worked in the A&R department for about like 6 months. It became a talk around the office. I'm like, have you seen Anike's Instagram? Have you seen Anike's YouTube channel?
Even despite all the stabs in the back, no one like him, that's why I like him. I once was fighting, but now I'm bright in the darkness trembles, and now resemble who you want, but you can't assemble. Hello.
Yeah, I found out that a marketing director was really championing, like, no, the Lord is going to use this girl, so we have to make this happen. I found out one day he jumps on the table in the executive meeting and we're like, nobody's leaving this meeting until we invest in Anike.
You get signed. I mean, what was that like for you, getting signed?
I would describe it like getting to finally see the other side of the testimony.
Girl, you've been on like the charts, you've been topping the charts, like you've different brands like ESPN, Apple. We've got Kirk Franklin, Michelle Obama talking about your songs and how they love your songs and they're on their playlist and all this stuff. Like, you know, looking back over this journey, how does that make you feel?
It just goes to show, like, man, God is faithful. Because literally, I had no connections to the music industry. And so, for me, it just shows, like, it doesn't matter. You don't need any connections. All you need is God. If you have God and He's writing your story, then anything is possible.
Let's talk about the new album that's coming. When is it coming out?
So I have a new EP coming out with Porsha Love.
Okay.
It's gonna be a Holy Girl Summer mixtape.
Love.
And we're really excited about that because we just also seen like what the Lord has done with our unity and like just the power of community. And so we just were like, let's lean into like just working together more because we feel like the Lord is really blessing this. And
Well, I also wanted to talk to you about like the importance of just staying true to who you are as a woman of God.
When I started listening to Christian rap, like it encouraged me. When I'm in high school where most kids are not trying to go the Jesus way, I have my headphones and I can still be encouraged in my faith. Or when I'm in a home where my father might be making fun of me and saying, oh, Christianity is stupid, I can like have my headphones and be like, well, there's someone else who doesn't think it's stupid. I think it's a beautiful way to influence people for Christ for good. So if a song gets you hype and you just want to keep repeating it, like let's repeat the words of Christ. So I feel like that's a beautiful gift to be able to, you know, lead people into something to glorify the Lord.
Yeah. Well, I just obviously am a fan of Anike, and I've been listening to her songs for several years now. Ever since she came on the scene, I will say I remember, like, I'm a big fan of Lecrae. I knew about Reach Records, and I remember praying specifically. I was like, Lord, it'd be cool to have some like female Christian rappers. There weren't many, you know, girls in the game, and now there are, including Anike and several others. And I just love her journey, and especially her journey of faith. She's not willing to compromise, and I don't believe she ever will compromise her values and her faith when she's creating music.
I'm sure it would have happened anyway, I mean, the way God works. But truly, I mean, she said a teacher said, hey, you can have a rap option for this presentation. Whenever she took it, and the kids are like, you can do this. Like, this is a real calling.
It's amazing. And then for her to be an intern at Reach Records, and then, you know, she's not promoting herself, she's just doing her job. And
she said she had no connections to the industry at one point.
Right, exactly. And then others found out she could rap, and they were like, oh, she's really good. And others, you know, fought for her to eventually get signed. And it just really is cool, like, seeing her journey of faith and journey of music. And there's so much more in her.
Yeah, and she used the phrase, I started to realize the implications of my faith and feel the conviction of the Holy Spirit. Like, God was doing a work, preparing her. Obviously, she's still growing. We're all still maturing in our faith.
Right, yeah.
What a platform she has.
I know, and now she's starting a family, and her husband was there that day. It was kind of cool how this all came about. Her and I were actually DMing on Instagram, and then she was like, hey, well, I'm actually going to be in Virginia Beach. I was like, girl, say less. Let's chat. And so anyways, it was a great time with her and her husband, and very excited for them and their new season of parenthood and all the things. Well, Anike's newest single with Porsha Love is called Who, and you can listen to it today on your favorite streaming platform. Their latest EP is coming out at the end of the summer, and it's called Good News, No Gossip. And to find out more information on Anike and her music, just go to anike.net, or make sure you guys follow her on social media.